Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Going with the ground game left. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid determination.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Moving out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. The give on the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on third and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. To the air, it's Simpson. Here's a heat. Might be looking to run. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on... down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. On the run, it's Hill. Can't get him to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Fire right, trying to convert. Turning on the Jets. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Forced out of the pocket. Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He might want another play. To the air. It's Russell. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Now, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for space. It's Hill. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Finds his tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Got his man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in the offense?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Simpson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Quarterback adapting, and he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Dances away to buy time. Got a man. It's Simpson. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
With jet sweep pass. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Tide a little extra time to come up with his third down play to open the period. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Moving away from pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got it. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Here comes the option. Now the toss. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. It's a seam wide open. Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Catch in the middle, it's Simpson. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Floating away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Off play action on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Lost the defense is wide open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Under fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the single back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. Caught close to the marker. It's Williams. Touchdown, Bama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finds a man all alone. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. It's caught. Running free. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Gives it on the option. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Tight end now in motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He wants it all. Touchdown, Michigan. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
That's such a great physical play by the running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Horton. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
There's not a lot to think about when you're the quarterback. You've got one of the best receivers in the country. You get him the ball any way possible. It doesn't matter if one guy's covering him or two guys are covering him. He just gets open and gets first downs.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. Back to throw, it's Russell. Under fire. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to the run to start this second half. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Russell. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the move, he fires. And they can't make the connection. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Across the 35. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Wolverines! They take the lead with the 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get them out flanked on the jet sweep. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Green. stuffed, almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last goal.
The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on third down. Off the play fake. And the quick shuffle pass. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to pass, it's Underwood. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can...
Lots of running room. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the ground with the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Intercepted deep in his own end. And the ball's free in the backfield. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Touchdown.
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop it and score and completely fool the defense. Man, that'll never happen again in a million more plays, but that's one the offense is gladly going to take.
And they tacked on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. On the run, it's Haynes. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The give to the right. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
Here's the return. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Takes a handoff. It's Hill. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Russell. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Marshall. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Working that wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Finds his man, it's Miller. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody...
There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. What a play behind the line. It'll be an 8-yard loss. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Bernard. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
How about the defense coming up in the clutch? I need a stop. They can go down the field and tie this game up. I'm in a tough situation. How do I respond? Forcing the turnover. Offense, go do your thing. Get me a first down. Finish this ball game.
They are backed up. Tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Miller. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. A shot toward the end zone, and it's picked off right at the goal line. Bringing it back. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make...
There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rides the back on the option, the give. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to throw, it's Simpson. That's reeled in, it's Williams. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the eye in.
On the option. He'll toss it. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Quickly to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Looking for a man, it's Sellers. On the run, fires downfield. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got a little space. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Goes to the option. The pitch. Fighting off the defender. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Miller with the ball. He's loose. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Going to the ground. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Wide open spaces. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Card in the backfield. It's Green. Oh, a lot of space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run. Now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Got him downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed well.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Couldn't get any closer on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. To throw, it's Russell. Trying to barrel in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Extra point here will tie the game. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Back to pass on second down. He's looking deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a
critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Adams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need... Kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Sellers. Look out, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle, he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Bring in the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback may change this route. The option look. Quick toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option. The quarterback...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
The give to the tailback. Turning on the Jets. Gets it past the marker. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown tie. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Nice move to keep running. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It's a reverse. Creates a little room. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Sellers. It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Wants to pass it. The throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
The give is to Miller. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Russell. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete downfield. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Green. Smashes through the tackle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Great job by the defense here, rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Steps away to find some room. Caught near the sticks, it's Hill. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. They want to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Williams. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. The sure hands, it's Williams. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Keeps it going. He throws. Momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. Creates a little space. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Alabama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. You know, I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11.
Getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, forcing the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And down he goes back at the 3.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Turning it on. He has the 1st and still on his feet. The 40, the 30,
Talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Russell. Here's a heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
With the catch, it's Bernard. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my
intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the deep.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The quick out. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. The screen, he can go. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. That's caught. It's Bennett. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine.
Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got a chance. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
And the Gamecocks are on the move. Caught in the backfield, it's Bennett. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
This is a designed run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. To the air, it's Russell. Snagged in the middle, it's Green. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Horton. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Quarterback extends the play. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And it now feels like game over after coughing up the fumble. They were down. They needed something big to happen. They had to score touchdowns, but give this defense credit. They just finish. They're playing to the end of the game with great effort, creating a takeaway to ice this thing.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Under fire. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw.
Going deep. Makes the grab. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack.